Okay, hey, funky junkers. Your number one non-technical self, Royal Sparkle Chick, Kathleen, is here. Kay Silver, you're my first watcher. Make sure you send me your mailing address. I'm going to send you some sparkly happy mail. Congrats, sister. Thanks for being here. Hey, Deborah. Hi, Diane. Hi, Shannon. Hi, Joanna. Oh, my word. Did you guys get a load out of that video I was trying to upload earlier today? It kept going like upside down. I felt like such a moron. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Susan. I'm just like, oh my word, I can't. Just all kinds of drama going on at my house today. What's up, guys? Thank you for sparkling. I think it's going to be a really cute craft today, guys. I'm doing a knife block. This is a gift for somebody. The birthday coming up. Hi, April. Hi, Sue. Hi, Melanie. Got my, you're so welcome. Dewana, at least you got something. I know the address is right. I feel so bad Dewana didn't get her stuff. Sandy, did you get like the bronze one? Aren't these great, guys? This is my new collab with Top Shelf Wardrobe. Guys, go check out my video. I posted it about maybe an hour ago. You flipped your phone and watched. I ended up having to delete like 3 videos that kept going upside down, and then I finally got it to work. But yes, the clothes are great. I love them. And it's even greater. They're out of California. So, they just, you know, they just like are perfect. Anyway, what's going on, everyone? Hi, Blenda. Hi, Lisa. So yeah, I love. Did you get like the rusty brown sparkly one, Sandy? I absolutely love that one. I love it too. I like, you know, baggy sleeves. I don't like tight clothes. Really got some great fashion over there. I think you guys are really going to love it. You watched Upside Down first. I know, I feel so bad, guys. I'm so sorry. I don't know why it kept like loading upside down. It like looked like it was right, and then it just kept giving me so much grief. I'm not a non-techie person, y'all. But you guys make sure you want to share that video to be entered into a drawing to win a $75 gift card from Top Shelf Wardrobe. They're going to announce it on their Instagram in 2 days. And that code FUNKY, FUNKY20, is going to be good for the next 48 hours. And then the code FUNKY15 will always be there for a 15% discount. So, are they sold out of already? Well, just keep checking. I don't know. That's, you know, it's not my company. I'm just working with them, and I like what they have. So the poison ivy is like, yeah, it's still there. I got out of the shower today, and it's even like moved up here. It's up here behind my ear. I got out of the shower today, and guys, when it gets hot, I literally need to start taking like extremely cold showers, and I can't stand it. Thank you, Marcia, for the stars. Because I like hot showers, but man, the heat is horrible for poison ivy. Oh, that's awesome, Sandy. You're going to love that shirt. I wish they had one like in every color. It's beautiful. You watched Upside Down. You guys are awesome. I'm sure you laughed knowing that it's my non-techie self. Hi, Shelly. Hi, Sherry. So yeah, thank you guys for sticking with me. I kept deleting and going back up. So, oh my gosh, it was crazy. Oh, it makes me absolutely bonkers. Thank you. This is a touchstone necklace, guys. Get the touchstone. The touchstone, and this is the new ice bracelet. Isn't it gorgeous? It's like all fall. It's called Fallen Leaves. Love. And it goes so good with all the new clothes. Hi, Tanya. I grabbed a few of your... That's awesome, Tanya. Thank you. Hey, Teresa. Oh, so anyway, yes, the poison ivy is getting better, and my face is like super red. So my son's like, do you have a lot of makeup on? I'm like, I have no face makeup on. I have concealer underneath my eyes, eye makeup, and lipstick. He's like, your face is so red. I'm like, I know, it's horrible, but you know, you got to take a shower. It was very entertaining upside down. You guys are too funny. Calamine lotion. Yeah, I haven't been using that. I've been using that Tech New stuff. I'm on a prednisone, and I did get a shot of cortisone. So hi, Maggie. Hi, Patty. So anyway, guys, we're going to do a knife block makeover. One of these bad boys. But guess what? It's going to be a Halloween thing. Yes, I've got so many in my stash. But check it out. We're going to be doing a little hocusy pocusy to it, okay? I don't know where it's going to go, but we're going to do a little hocus pocus theme. So I got some cute Hocus Pocus graphics I printed out on my printer. It just says, I smell children. And then I've got Hocus Pocus Apothecary, File Potions, Magical Charms. And then I pulled out some decoupage queen paper that I want to try to rip up and put around those little sayings. So I got some cool Halloween spooky looking ones. Thank you, Amy. You love me upside down and upright too, right? Thank you. I gotta stop itching. Yes, I love the jewelry. I love it all. Guys, you know, I'm the sparkle chick. I love, 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 love it. Anything that sparkles, I have to have it. So I don't know how much sparkle we're gonna have on this. I think what we're gonna do first is we're gonna paint this. I think we're gonna paint it. This top is gonna be white because I want this to show through. I know. Didn't you guys see Hocus Pocus 2 is coming out? I'm like so obsessed with Hocus Pocus 2. So we're gonna do this on the front here, and I'm gonna miss a little bit of it, but for the most part, I think it's gonna be really cute on the front there. We're gonna make it work. I hope it's gonna be good. And I have a bunch of these little skeleton things that we made before when I was playing around with that amazing casting resin. If you guys want me to do some of that at the end, I will. For all my royals on here, I'm probably gonna be running a little bit behind because I started late. I was gonna be on here at 1, but then I couldn't get that darn video to load. So yeah, I'm looking forward to raises. I know it does raise your sugar, yes, but I'm on ADHD meds, so I don't know that I really, it's gonna, hopefully it'll like even itself out. Thank you, Clara. The name of the sparkly shirt, Teresa, if you go to my link tree and then you click on the top shelf wardrobe link, up at the top on their page, it'll say live try-ons. Click on the live try-ons tab and then go to Kathy's try-on, and you'll see all the stuff that was in my video, and you'll see it. It's like a rusty brown, beautiful, sparkly metallic shirt. I want one in every color. So anyway, I'm gonna move you guys down. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna end up painting this front white because I really want this graphic to show up. The other sides I'm gonna paint black because my thought is to just put this over on the side. Maybe I should paint it white. Maybe I'll paint the whole thing white because I want to take some decoupage paper and around like the sides here, like around this little thing, I want to take some of those spooky looking decoupage papers and kind of blend them around, and then we'll dark wax it. I did get a shot, Laura. I got a shot of cortisone, yes. Oh, Susan, I've heard apple cider vinegar. I haven't tried that yet. Hi, Nancy. Hey, guys. Okay, so I think we're going to do all white now that I'm thinking about it. So maybe I'll start off with some Slick Stick. Just because, you know, knife blocks are kind of, even though I did wash this, it's still kind of nasty looking. So I think we're going to use some of this. You can see the clothes. Somebody just asked. You can see the clothes. Go on my link tree, Linda. It's under Top Shelf Wardrobe, or you can go onto my page, Royal Funky Junk, and you will see. Ugh, I think air got into my Slick Stick. But this morning I posted a video of my new fashion haul from my new collab with Top Shelf Wardrobe. So go check out that video and then read the description in that video. It's pretty cool. I love, love, love the clothing, I won't lie. And I love that they're, nothing against Belle Lily, but you know, it's hard to return to them. They're out of the country. So I love that Top Shelf is in California, ships from California. So I think that's a tremendous advantage too. Hey, Lorraine. It only raises your if it's on for an extent. Oh, good, Shelly. Good, because I don't like that. Okay, so I got my Slick Stick from Dixie Belle. I am going to grab some paper towels. Isn't this great? And guys, this is extendable. Watch, seriously. All you have to do is like, look at the back of it. I'll show you. So you can make it longer just by pulling these little things. Now watch, see how longer? Or you can just pull these together to make it shorter. It's extendable. So you can make it however long or short you want it, which is amazing. Hey, Maria. Yes, I love me some Touchstone. You guys know, come on, I love everything that sparkles. People say, why do you dress up every day? I don't know, because I like to be sparkly. Hey, Melissa. Yes, it's helping, but this morning when I got out of the shower, it's still there, guys. I still look like a leper. I mean, it's gross. My husband hasn't come near me in a week, like seriously. And it's still like itches. Every like 4 hours, I have to use that Tech New wash. That really helps a lot. And I've been washing my bedding like every single stinking day. Hey Denise, welcome from the Georgia mountains. I bet that's beautiful this time of year, and I don't like this brush, so we're gonna grab another one. I never have enough good brushes, you know. I'm always like scoping out for, I like the real soft, fluffy ones. Oh, you did, Deborah? That's awesome. Yeah, they got great stuff. I really like them. So I'm just priming this with some white paint. This is just, and I pick these up, guys, at the Goodwill. Every time I see one of these knife blocks, I grab it just because you can do, like, I have one for every season. Valentine's Day, 4th of July, my cowboy one. I mean, I have so many of these. Christmas, I have a really cute one we did last Christmas. We'll be doing more this year. Hey, from South Florida, Ann. I bet you're dressing room with all your... Oh my God, it's a hot mess, Debbie. My husband's just like, we need a bigger house. We need a bigger closet. It's like overtaking everything. I'm like, oh, but you're married to a, you know, you're married to the sparkle chick. What are you going to do? So anyway, we're just going to make sure we get this in all the right places. And I know a lot of you have been asking me for a new knife block makeover, so I thought this would be perfect. Now, this is for a friend of mine with the birthday coming up, so hopefully they're not watching, but even if they are, it's just a custom order, right? And on the way. Ah, Maria, be careful if you're driving, sugar. I know, and how cute did that little bucket come out from yesterday, right? I was totally obsessed with it. I think it was just perfect the way it was. I really am happy with the way it came out. It's sitting over there behind me. I took a picture of it yesterday and put it on the page, but it's really cute. Okay, so you just want to make sure you paint this. Now, you don't have to use slick stick on these. I am just because, especially if you get it at like the Goodwill and they're kind of nasty and greasy, even though I washed it with hot water and Dawn dish, so sometimes they still get kind of crappy. I don't worry about painting the underside of it because that's what sits on the ground. And I'm trying to get down here. There's like a little scissor spot right here, so I'm just going to grab a smaller brush and get that in there. What's up, Marianne Cahill? I'm just going to get down in there as far as I can into this little opening right here. I think this is like for a pair of scissors. Just try to get it all covered up. And because I'm using decoupage queen paper, that's why I'm choosing to go over it with white, because that's really going to show up. Don't worry about going over your knife holes. I'm going to show you how to get all around that. You don't have to worry about getting your paint down in there. Just kind of get the front. But if you guys go to the Goodwill and see these, I always see knife blocks. They have small ones, big ones, large ones. This is kind of a larger one that I have in my stash. I probably have 10 of these in my stash just because they're fun to do. So I'm only going to use one coat of slick stick, and then I am going to use just regular chalk paint. Hey, Gloria. Didn't it, Lorraine? Making your squares. Tips on marking your squares off when preparing a piece for the Kenzie child. You are always so good. Judy, go to one of my, you know, I did some checks yesterday on that picture that we did. Go there. I know go in my videos. All my videos are titled, so even just find one that has some checks on it. And I don't do as many as Debbie Rigg, or you can go over to Studio MDAZ and look at her. She does checks like every day. Justin Krause is in the house. What's up, brother? Oh, I don't know, but this is probably why it was all gross in the beginning. I need to bring a can of Vaseline up here to get that stuck on there right. It's always such a pain. Oh, from Montana, Monica, that's where me and my husband we would love to come visit Montana. Why does this thing keep falling? It's so annoying. Thank you, Betty. Thank you guys for the stars. Are we in a stars party? Because I see a bunch of stars. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Hey, Marlis. All right, so I just got a primer on here. See how it looks? I think I almost need to like lift up my camera a little bit. like my iPad cord, let's see if I do this. I feel like my iPad cord like is in the way of that little thing right there. Maybe that's better. I try to put don't like them as, Sarah, keep trying, sugar. Oh, we did have a stars party. Did we get it? You guys don't want to hear me sing, right? I'm not allowed to sing. Thank you very much, Melon. I know I still want it to go away. I think it's getting there, but it's still crappy. It's still crappy to have. Anybody who has poison ivy, I feel for you, because I'm going through the same thing myself. Although my stepson, he thinks that it's like poison oak or something. Rocky is downstairs. He's not even up here. I don't know where my dog is at. I think he's laying in bed. I don't know what he's doing, but he's not up here. They were bad boys last night. Sam came home like at 1 in the morning, and they were barking, waking up Mike. Hi, Cheryl. You are? I am live. Hey there, Sandy. All right, so we're going to do another coat. I'm just doing some white chalk paint now, and I'm just going to go over my primer, which was Slick Stick. And I'm just going to put a coat of chalk paint on here. And that way I won't have any bleed through because I used the primer, so it'll be nice and fresh. And it doesn't matter, I know, because we're going to cover this up, so I'm not really worried about paint streaks or brush marks or anything like that. Just get a nice bright coat on that because we're going to cover it up with some decoupage paper. I do want to get, why did I do that? I have a habit of like sticking my brushes in the water before I'm done with them. I got to get down here in this little spot with a smaller brush. I wasn't thinking. This is not from the new fall line. You can find that in the Touchstone catalog. There's one that I wore yesterday. I went out with some friends last night for dinner, and I wore the new one. So stinking pretty. But this is a current item on Touchstone. And I know this doesn't look very Halloweenish yet, but just let's get all of our graphics on. I think it's going to be cute. I did print out those graphics on my computer at home, and I did go ahead and give that big one a coat of spray Mod Podge sealer, just on the off chance that it would bleed. I didn't want it to, so I took it outside and sprayed it with just a little bit of Mod Podge sealer, just to hold all that ink in there, because I did use an inkjet printer. And I didn't want anything bleeding out once I put Mod Podge on it, which I've never had that happen before, but I didn't want to risk it being that it was so dark with that image. And I just found that image on Google and printed it out. And I think I did an 8x10, depending on the size. I also did a 5x7, but Alice, I'm changing the color on this knife black because we're going to put some graphics on it, some Hocus Pocus graphics. This is for a gift for somebody that I'm making. And then we're going to add some decoupage clean paper. When you're doing decoupage clean paper, you want to use a light background for it to really show up well. So when you put decoupage clean paper on a darker image, it kind of just, you lose the color vibrance of it. You really want it to be bright and vibrant. And again, I'm not worried about getting paint down in there. Don't worry about that, because by the time you get your graphics on there and we're gonna wax this, it's not, I don't spend the time getting too particular about it. It'll be fine. Monica, I don't know, I'm a clean painter. Shannon, my top came from Top Shelf Wardrobe. You can find that in my link tree. And I just did my first fashion drop with them today on my page. You can go check it out. There's a video posted. And with all the good stuff in the video description, like codes. So right now for the next 48 hours, they're offering the code FUNKY20 to get 20% off your order. And then after that, I'll go to Funky15. So take advantage of that extra 5% for the next 2 days. Hi, Debbie. I did not print on rice paper, Laura Lee. Thank you, Janet. I printed just on regular paper. Just on regular paper. So here's what my image is going to be. And we're going to do that on the top. Isn't this going to be fabulous, darling? Do you watch the... No, I don't. Should I? So all I'm going to do, guys, is try to center that on there. Then I'll just shave the rest off with the sanding block. I'm going to lose a little bit of their sides over here, which that's fine. But as long as I get their faces in there and it covers from top to bottom, which is perfect, I think this is going to be really cute. I got like a little skull that we can decorate to go up there. Maybe pull some of this green and blue. I don't know what we're going to do. I'm sure it'll all come together. You have 3 of these, Judy. You got to get busy with them, girl. All right, so now I'm done with my white paint brushes. I'm going to take some Mod Podge. I'm going to use Mod Podge. Okay. This is, do I not have one of these open? I guess not. All right. Look at all this. Why does this happen, y'all? It's like gross boogers. Like, I don't like slimy things. Ugh. It's so nasty. I don't know why it does that. It just kind of grosses me out. Yeah, it's nasty. Happy Tuesday to you, Lori. Okay, so I'm going to grab, oh, there's my smaller bottle. Okay, I'm going to grab a brush, and I'm just going to dip right in here. Thank you, Marilyn. I did too. Right, Cherie? I know. He did. Yes, girl, Kim, I've got tons of Halloween books. I'm getting ready to re-release another video from last year that I did for a Halloween book. You're going to love it. My spooky book. I think I just flung paint somewhere. So this is just Mod Podge. I'm just putting down on the top right here because that's where I want that big image to go. And then we're just going to do different things on different sides and just try to make it all come together. I really hope this comes out okay. Again, I don't know. I'm always winging my projects, y'all. So all I know is I'm going to try to get it somewhat centered. Just like so. Trying to get their faces in there. I think that's cute. And then I'm just going to rub that on, make sure I get all those bubbles out, smooth it down best I can. I don't want to rub too much because this, like I said, this is an inkjet printer. So I don't want to rub it too much to mess up that ink, but I just want to get, give me one of these little bags from Totally Dazzled. I'm always using their bags to use to press out my decoupage. Oh, I know, Belinda. Let me tell you, that's why it's like hard to get your hand tattooed. It is, there's parts of it that are fading pretty bad, but that's what you do. Your skin on your hands like always sheds more than any other part of your body, unfortunately. So I'm just pressing out all those wrinkles because I want this to be as smooth as it can. If it has some in there, you know me, I'm not really stressing too hard, but I want to, for the most part, get them all out of there. So I think that looks pretty good. So now I'm going to do is take a sanding block, and I am simply going to just shave it off. Hi, Terry. It's getting better. Yeah, the next book I'm going to release in a couple weeks. That's the book I did last year. I'm going to re-release that. So see, I'm just sanding it off. If you scrape a little bit of your paint off, don't worry. Because we're going to cover that up with some dark wax. But you want to remove all that. And I'm going away from the image so I don't scratch the image itself. You don't want to go this way towards the image or you'll scratch that, and we don't want that. So see how that just kind of tears off real nicely right there? And you get like a really nice edge. See that? Oh, this is going to be so stinking cute, isn't it? And guys, I don't have Brittany here in here yet. Brittany is still on vacation. She actually comes home tomorrow. So if I miss your comments or your questions, I'm sorry. I'll go back and watch the replay. Or you can just message me. So Brittany will be back on in the next couple days whenever she gets back home and gets settled. She's driving home tomorrow. Okay. So see how we did that? Oh my gosh, look at how cute. I just did this on regular paper. Yes, I did. I'm going to do the same thing down here. Get rid of that edging so it's nice and smooth. Going away from my image. Seriously, y'all, how cute is that? Then we'll go over it again. We're going to seal this. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this side up here. April, you got my Christmas thing? Oh, I can't wait for you to put it out too. This is just a really super coarse sanding block. I like it especially, I like the coarse blocks better than like the light grit because it just shaves through that paper like perfectly. Oh my word, guys, that's magnificent, isn't it? That's what we were for Halloween last year. Really, Maria, that would be a great, oh guys, anybody come into the Sparkle event in Oklahoma? We're having a big Halloween costume ball. There's still tickets available. Get on it. But costume ball, this would be a great costume, wouldn't it? So amazing. Me and Mike are dressing up as Captain Jack Sparrow, and I'm a pirate winch. So that's what you got to look forward to if you're coming to our event in Oklahoma. I think poison ivy, poison oak, poison, I don't know, something gross. All right, so we have that done. It's pretty smooth. I'm going to let that dry just a little bit longer, and then we'll Mod Podge it all at the same time. So on these sides over here, what I was thinking, so I have this one. It says Hocus Pocus Apothecary. Now I'm just going to cut this out as straight as I possibly could. Yeah. So I'm just going to go right around those words. Look, and I actually have a pair of decent scissors my kids haven't gotten a hold of yet. I think it's going to be cool too, Catherine. All right, so I'm just kind of going around here. You know what? I'll say maybe I should try to water. I don't know if this would work. Let me see if I'm going to try to attempt to see if this method would work on here. On regular paper. Yes. Okay, so I am going to cut this out with my water pen rather than the scissors, just so I can get that softer line. I don't know why I didn't do the other side. Of course, I cut it so close that. So see, I'll show you the difference, but I am going to go over this. So see how it just kind of gives it a more of a rough edge? Let me see if I can somehow do this over here. I don't know, y'all. I kind of cut that pretty tight. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it, but if I could get a little bit going, picked off over here, just to give it that little frayed edge, then I'd be happy. I should have done that first. I didn't think about it because it's not rice paper, but it still works on regular paper, y'all. Yes. Okay. So see how I just kind of gave that a frayed edge? No kidding, Betty. Once they find my scissors, forget it. My scissors or my tape measure, forget it. It's always in my kids' room. It's so unnerving. And then on the other side, I'm going to do this one. It says, I smell children. For those of you that know anything about, have seen Hocus Pocus, that's like, you know, and I think I'm just going to go directly around the image, like so. Because what my thinking is to take some, take some decoupage clean paper and kind of meld it all around these images. And then we'll tie it all together with some other things. So say I was going to put this one here just kind of right in the center, kind of like that. on an angle, just going with the angle of the knife block. Nothing fancy. I'm just going to try to find the center to it. And then just lay that down. Like kind of like right there. And just kind of smooth it on. And I just found these images on Google. So see how that looks right there? It says, I smell children. And then the other side, I'm going to do the same thing with this Hocus Pocus thing. Right? You guys can customize this. I mean, if you have a family member that like loves to cook and he loves the movie The Goodfellas, you could do that. You could do, you know, you can do so many cool things with all kinds of different movie props or, you know, movie images. As long as you're not selling it, you know, you gotta, it has to be, that's a no-no, because that's, you know, copying and you don't want to do that. So look at how cute. Now, oh, I love it. So it's not backwards, Yvonne. I just don't flip my camera during my lives because it makes me wonky. I'm not going to do anything back here. If anything, I'll probably put like one of these little skulls right here and we're going to paint that up. And maybe I'll put some decoupage cream paper on there, but okay. So now I'm going to make sure I don't have any bubbles on my paper. Here, I'm going to smooth all that out. And then what I want to do is I want to fill in all of this with some, or Big Ball deals a new issue with hubs. PD. Oh, Debbie, I'm sorry. We'll send you both. Prayers and wine. How does that sound? I'm sorry, sister. Family help. Yeah, you can even do like family pictures. I mean, if you know somebody that's getting married, do like their engagement pictures or their wedding pictures. They make really cute gifts. You can customize these knife blocks to like seriously however you so desire. They are so adorable. So what I was thinking, so I have like stuff like this. Sandy, I don't store them. I've sold them, and then the ones that I've done for my home, they're down like with my Easter decor, my Christmas decor, and I bring that. So I thought this was, I really like these two, and I think they kind of flow really well with the colors from, you know, the picture. This one, I don't know, maybe we'll do that somewhere. And then my friend loves to read books, so I was thinking maybe even throwing in some books along the back. I don't know. We're just going to go with it. Hey, Danelle. So I think what I want to do is just take some images, use your water pen, okay? And I'm just going to kind of just go around over here, you know, just to fill in all of that. What do you think? Should I do that or should I leave this plain? Let's see what it looks like. So this is kind of like clocks and gears, and it just says cool things. So I'm just going to take like maybe this corner piece. Let's just wing it, guys. Of course, my pen is almost out of water. And I am using the water method here for this because it's just going to make it a more seamless design instead of those hard cut edges from scissors. And I just want to kind of piece it together to go around to make it like one complete thing. I like the all gray and black one. This one, yeah, really match the one with the bats. Yeah, I think they both do. So see, what I was thinking is just kind of like, I don't really want to cover up the graphic, but just to lay some pieces around that image. So let's just do it. What do we got to lose, right? We're just going to throw it on here. I'm just using Mod Podge and this decoupage queen paper. Or do I want to go this way? That's kind of cool. Or do I go this way? Nope, I'm going to go that way. I want to go right around on that edge. And if you cover up a little bit of my graphic, I'm just going to rip this a little bit. There we go. See how you could just tuck that on there? And it just goes. And then when we fill it in with the dark wax, it's all just, so I really want the focus to be here. We might do some like, you know, might even trim this out with some puffy paint, like some stickles maybe. But I want to kind of go all around it and just give it like a cool vibe. See, maybe we can do something over here at this corner or make every side different. Just get it on there. Whatever floats your boat, y'all. Hey, Tamiko. Try to be creative for y'all. So if you end up getting a piece bigger than what you need, but you kind of want to put it up here like this one, I'm just going to tuck that right there. All I'm going to do is take my sanding block, and you just kind of go right over it. Let's see, I'm just going to use that. I'm just going to go over it. That's just some Mod Podge. You're going to seal it anyway, so if you have to get it on there. And like if you get like a little part that doesn't belong, like up here, just take your sanding block, there it is, and just do the same thing we did on the paper, and you just peel it right off, and it comes right off. And just be careful, since you're going against your image. See, I lifted that a little bit. Just stick some more Mod Podge underneath there and press that down. So see how we're just kind of building up all around that? Yes, the water pens make it like so much easier. And I think for this side, I'll stick with everything on this paper. And then, let me do this. I don't want to scratch it on my turntable. So let me put that down there in case I have to lay it down. Hey, Diana. Some people couldn't find the water pens at Dollar Tree. I kind of like this bug right here, so I might try to get that. Somewhere, and I'm just cutting it around. And just take your, I'm probably gonna have to go fill up my water pen because I hate using the brushes. I like the water pen, so I'm gonna have to excuse myself for just uno momento. So see how I'm just gonna kind of stick this like right down here, just right underneath there. And then I can just shave it. See, it's got that little bug right there. I love this. Right, Carrie? I love Hocus Pocus too. Who doesn't? I feel like I'm in the mood. But my girlfriend's birthday's coming up, so I thought this would be great. It's like she loves this movie. Okay. So I'm just gonna stick that right there. I'm gonna let that dry for a second. I'm gonna run to the bathroom right outside my room, and I'm gonna fill this up with some water. Easy peasy, I'm back, y'all. I also, if you can't find them at Dollar Tree, go on my link tree into my Amazon store, because I do have these linked on my Amazon store. What did you say? Just try it. It's only paint. I don't mind looking at how you're so sweet, Margaret. Yeah, just keep painting it. Okay, so now that I have that on, do the same thing. Be careful, because I got my little, you know, my graphic over there, so I don't want to go down onto my graphic. If you end up peeling a little bit of that paper off from your first image, like right there, just go ahead and stick some more Mod Podge there. And we finally seal this all down. It's not going to matter anyway. You're going to get a little fibers right there from your print. Don't worry about that either. It just makes it, you know, even more cooler looking, if you ask me. And then just go around the edging. See how cool that's coming around? Now I still got more, we still got more to cover up here. I don't want to see anything. So I'm just using the same kind of paper over here from this one print, and then on the other side we can do the other kind. But see, when you use this water method, it just, you don't get it, it's better. You don't have that hard edge, you know? That's what I like about it. And you can, they just kind of blend so perfectly together. And then you're just going to use some more Mod Podge, just lay that down. And then just, it's almost like putting a jigsaw puzzle together. You just want to get it all on there. And then when we have our design all on, then we'll go in and we'll do the, we'll finish it off with another coat of Mod Podge. But I want to get all that covered up so far. See how pretty that is? I'm loving this. Now I do want to go right around here, so I'm going to grab some skinny little bits like over here. And this is Decoupage Queen paper, I believe from last year's collection. I think they still have it. You can go, I have them on my link tree too. They have some really cool ones. Hey Lisa, what's up here at the Nashville Airport? You're a travel bug. You're awesome. So I'm going to put that one right around there on the edge. And then I'm just going to go like that and get that right there to frame out that graphic. Just like so. And I'm going to let that sit there a minute. I'm not going to try to rub that off just, well, I'll do the other side. And I can flip it around, and we need another skinny edge to go right around here. So I'm just going to go down here. And that's the great thing about the Decoupage Queen paper, because it's like so versatile and it just all blends together so nice. And it's like super duper easy to work with. Put that right there. I think that'll work. Yeah. So I'm going to get that all covered up. And then what we don't, you know, all these little pieces like over here that are white, you're just going to get, that's going to get covered up, because when we dark wax this, it's all going to get kind of, it's going to blend it together. So you just peel that right off. This is so stinking cute. Okay, so that's the bottom. I'm not even going to bother doing anything with the bottom. And this, you just got to be careful. So see how I have like a little bit of white right there? Just got to be careful. And then just peel that off. It should come right off with just a little bit of pressure. Oops. And if you get some of those little fibers in there, don't worry about it, because we can sand those off later too, or they just kind of blend in. That's that paper. See what I'm saying, y'all? Look at how stinking cute that is. Yes, I said stinking. I have no idea, Karen, today. I still haven't, can you guys believe I don't plan anything out? I'm so bad. I'm so bad at that. So now for this over here, so this is going to be, I think, do I want to make that the same and then do the front? Should I make that? I think so. So I think this little corner piece will make the same. This will be all one piece, but let's, because it's on the side, I think this is going to have to match this. So let's just do this little piece right here. And for that, I can actually, I can go right up here and cut that with my scissors, because that's going right on a flat piece, or up against on that flat. Jeez, I can't cut a line worth to save my life. This is Decoupage Queen paper, Maria, from the Decoupage Queen. So see how I just kind of made that right there? That's why I cut that straight, because I wanted that to be the same as the side. I kind of have a plan, see? And you can save all your little bits and pieces of your Decoupage Queen paper. Don't throw them away, because you can always use these on another project. I have little bits and pieces everywhere laying around that you can use for other things. Now see, I tore that little piece off right there. So you can just take, I want to fill up this corner right here. So just take some Mod Podge, take a little piece of that paper and just stick it on there. No harm, no foul. That's how easily it goes on there. It's like perfect. So see, now it's kind of all blended on this side. Look at that. It's not backwards. It says Hocus Pocus. So now we're going to do this side, but we're going to use a different style of paper. So I'm thinking we can save that little piece, but use all, you don't have to save these little tiny pieces. I throw these away. Hi, Candy. All right, so for over here, now see, I'm not going to Mod Podge this down, seal this yet, because I want to lay this down to work on that. And I don't want it to stick to any paper towels or anything. So now on this side, we're going to grab, I think, this one. Do you guys think that would be better? Or this color? I'm kind of thinking the darker one. I don't know why, but I'm kind of liking the darker one. So, anyway, what's going on? Happy Tuesday, everyone. Did I tell you happy Tuesday? I hope you guys are having a good week so far. It's Tuesday, right? I think it's Tuesday. Jeez, guys. Sometimes the days all just go by in a blur, don't they? All right, so same kind of thing over on this side. Oh, or books. Well, I was going to do the books up here at the top. Yeah, I think I'm going to do the books on the top. What do you think? Let's see. I think the books would be hard to get. I mean, I could do it. We could put all the books around it. What do you guys think? Books kind of have the best color, but I think you would lose. I think I'm going to put the books at the top. I'm going to go with this one. It's got the green from like her dress. I think it's going to be great no matter what we do. So again, I'm just going to make sure there's nothing sticky over here, and I'm going to lay this down on my paper towel. Check the top and the back. She's not a check person. I don't want to check. This doesn't have a check feeling to it for me. So I'm just going to grab a little spot over here. As you can see, that's where you're just going to tear it. And just do your thing. And I am going to water cut this white edging off, because you don't really need it. There we go. May not stick. Books on top. Yeah, I'm going to put the books on top. I think this will be fine down here. And see, we can just put that right there in the bottom. And then we just kind of piece it together like we did the other side and just kind of roll with it. And then just press that down. And I always like to use the sanding block before I seal it with the Mod Podge, because then it gets like once you seal it, it like gets harder to rip. I don't know. I think I lost my sanding block. It's like almost like you have to go through the Mod Podge and the sealer, and it just takes a lot more. It's not as easy. So I always like to do this first. And see, I could feel I'm ripping my Hocus Pocus paper, so I don't want to do that. So just be careful around that edge. And then we'll grab some more and just keep going. Yeah, the books on top is what I'm going to do. Cool vibe with the Halloween stuff, but it's not a check person. Yeah, yeah. I don't think that would work. It would work for me, but not. I don't think this is going to be. I want it to be kind of. I don't know. I guess you can do checks with Halloween stuff. I don't see why not. So I'm just going to put this one right here. Kind of same thing. Oh, that kind of worked perfectly over there, didn't it? And then if you get any little spots that you miss, like there's one little dot here, don't worry about it, because that'll be filled in when we hit it with the wax. And this paper from Decoupage Queen, it is fibrous paper, so that's why you got to be careful when you're getting that, you know, when you're tearing and stuff, because it's like little, it's rice paper, so it's got little fibers and whatnot in it. And sometimes it has a mind of its own. So I just try to, that doesn't want to go. Just try to be careful. Just try to rip it enough to get that on there, and then we can make that work. Well, that'll all blend together. Trust me, folks. So see how cute? I think that looks good. It looks kind of witchy. Now we got to do up here. So I'm just going to grab some more. Just rip it. Sometimes you don't even need the water. If you're not trying to be particular around a certain image, you don't even do it. Hi, Robbie. How are you? Robin. My eyes are bad. I can't see all the way. So I'm going to put this whole piece right up here with those little clocks and gears. And I am using gloss Mod Podge. It doesn't matter if you use gloss or if you use, you know, you can use gloss or matte. So I'm going to put that down, and I'm going to do these little sides over here. And so we're going to need another one like over here. And then we can rip it off. Hey, Marcia, what's going on? Justin used this paper? Yeah, it's fabulous. I think Justin did that on his Steampunk Man, didn't he? Who doesn't love a little bit of the Crafty Brother? All right, so I'm just going to put that there. Just kind of work with it. Just build it up. You can layer these, guys. You would never know where one leaves off and the other one starts. That's the great thing about the decoupage queen paper. I love it. Just it all blends together really nicely. And then we got to do a little bit over here. So I'm just going to rip that right down there. To about here. No, $9 is too much, I think. For that, I think this was $2.99. $2.99. $2.99 is something that I would pay. I'm not paying $9 for a knife block. I don't care how big it is, especially at the Goodwill. I would say, like, you know, this, like I said, this was $2.99. That was the price that was on it. I'm not really sure, and I might have even paid 50% off that, you know. I'm always trying to do, trying to get, you know, get those blue ticket items or whatever colors on, you know, whatever colors on sale. That's what I aim for. All right, so I got that on there. Now we can take our sanding block over here and get rid of this, make that nice, a smooth edge. Sometimes it's best to let it dry a second before you, instead of sanding it wet, because sometimes it does want to, it wants to, like, you know, smear. But see, over here on this image is where I got to be careful because I don't want to mess up our Hocus Pocus. That's the piece de resistance. You can't mess up their beautiful faces. You can see all those little fibers. Now see if that little piece of paper peeled up there, you just stick some Mod Podge. And we go over here and seal all this down with Mod Podge. It should be just fine. And it'll all kind of just stick together. This one's a little hard because I got that little edge right there. So I'm just trying to get like a really nice brand new spot of my sanding block and hit it where it's real coarse and then just peel that off like that. But this fiber stuff goes up your nose. That's probably the worst part. So now I'm going to do this little triangle part right here. Yeah, I know, kidding, right? People are like, no, you're turning everybody on to the Goodwill. Stop. But you know what? You just got to go. Our Goodwill always has some good stuff. I won't lie. I get pretty lucky there. All right, so I did a boo-boo there. I'm gonna have to do this again. Cut this straight so I can put it right across the top of that hard seam. Now that is one thing that I would do right there. So I think that's good. Just that one little corner. On the back, we'll do that different all around here, that skinny part. That'll be a different kind of paper. Okay, so we just got that right up against there. And like I said, if your edge isn't straight up there on that straight part, don't worry, because you're going to fill that in with, we'll fill that in with some hot glue, so it's not a big deal. Okay, so cut that. Okay. I just kind of lifted that, just push that back into place. Okay, so see, and then that's that side. Look at how stinking cute. I love this so far. And there's our masterpiece right there. I smell children over here. Hocus Pocus over here. I think it all flows. I like it. I'm digging it, y'all. All right, so now for that front, y'all sticking with me? Put the rice paper down and then put the Hocus Pocus paper on top instead of pieces. Could you put the rice paper down and then put, you could, but I wanted this to, I wanted the rice paper to be over the graphic that I created. All right, so now for this up here, and for, let's see, let's do the books. I think the books would be cute. So I'm just gonna try to find the creepy books. I'm just gonna do that up here. Then I can probably bring that down and bring some of them down the other way. So I'm just gonna try to piece this up. You like it so far? Okay, good. All right, so I'm just gonna use, if you get like Mod Podge down in your holes, you know, just try not to use like goopy amounts when you're dealing this side of your knife block, because you don't want it to get all like pulled up in there. So all I'm gonna try to do is just kind of lay that on there as straight as I can, making sure I don't get any of that white in there. And all I'm gonna do is go right to here, okay? And then I'm gonna shave that off. Just like that. So every little flat part is its own thing. Now when we slice out these knife block squares, you're gonna lose some of this image, but it's okay. I don't think it would, good idea with knives being there. Oh, I have mine. I have mine in my kitchen. I have a Christmas one, an Easter one, a Valentine's Day one, a cowboy one, 4th of July. I've made a boatload of these. I change them out with the holidays, and we always, you know, even though I watch a lot of crime TV, yes, we keep a knife block on our counter. So, and you know what? And they don't get, you know, we're in and out of our knife block on the daily, 10, 15, 20 times a day. I mean, we're always pulling knives out of there, and we've never had an issue with all mine. So, but see how pretty that looks? I like the book idea because she's a bookworm. $9. Who's pricing this stuff? Yeah. You know, you can get lucky though, or even garage sales. Guys, every time I pass a garage sale, are you kidding me? I go in there. I'm stopping. All right, so now I'm gonna just bring this right towards the bottom. I'm gonna do the same thing down here on this like square piece and then here, but I'm not going to be able to make it. Let's see, I think I'm going to have to cut this to get that down at the bottom across that straight edge. It's like a jigsaw puzzle almost though. I mean, sometimes you just gotta keep tweaking it. Hi, Josie. I didn't, this is rice paper, but I did this, I kind of like, oh, you know what? I bet you I could go all the way down. I bet you I could, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to lay that on straight across here. So I'm just going to go straight across that right here. Then I'll piece it in on those little skinny sides. But the Hocus Pocus stuff, I just printed on my computer or on my printer. want to use these books up here for that. So I'm just gonna, and then this is decoupage queen paper for this part right here. Now I'm even gonna try to get like this little hole. You know how we had that little hole? Let's see if we can we snag that out with, and get that to press down in there maybe? To fall that little piece. I don't know. Let's try it. I don't know if it's gonna work or not. To kind of, oh yeah, I kind of did it. Would you look at that? Now that, all I'm gonna do is take my water pen right here and just kind of tear that right there. See that? Just kind of mark it with your thing. And then just kind of pull that off. Let's see what that looks like. Not perfect, but hey, look, I even got it down there in that little tiny crevice. So all I'm gonna do is pull that piece up because I did not throw some Mod Podge underneath there. So I need to get a little brush and throw some Mod Podge down in there. And then I can just tuck that right down in there and it's kind of good to go. Now that's not perfect, but that's okay because we'll make it perfect. The wax will cover all that up. You just tweak it as you go. It says you might never stop whirling. Never. Everything I look at, you know, every time somebody has a birthday, and I'm like, oh, you know, what can I make because they love, you know, Hocus Pocus or Top Gun or, you know, you could do this with all kinds of themes. I'm a themed kind of person. I like doing themed things. I think it's cool. You know, I like having I like themed parties and all that stuff. So see, it's not perfect right around down here, but like I said, that dark wax will cover that up. Oh my gosh, I love the books. They're kind of cool. All right, so now I'm just going to bring that right down. Again, I'm going to take those books and we're going to do the same thing down here on this bottom part. I just got to make sure my books are going in the right direction. Yep. Now they don't match, but that's okay because who's looking that close? Nobody should be looking. It's going to be a cool piece. They should be, oh, your books don't line up. Look, I'm only human, y'all. I'm not a robot. Okay. So again, just lining that up right up there at the top. Wait a minute. Yeah, and I'll have to go around that little hole again. Just get that on there. My home is all over the place too, yeah. I haven't seen Virgin River yet. We started watching it, my husband didn't like it, so we stopped. And I've been looking, guys, I need some new shows to watch on Netflix. Somebody send me some suggestions. I'm like burnt out on crime TV. I'm burnt out like on documentaries. I just watched Trainwreck and all this other stuff. So same thing here, guys. You're just going to cut out that little hole. Use the water pen, use a razor, whatever you got to cut that out. You don't need it. And if you have anything extra in there, just kind of, you know, push it down in there. Okay, so the only thing we have to do here are these little sides right here. So I'm going to do the books too. Watch the Sandman. Really? Is it spooky? I could go for some spook. Let's see if that's not going to be long enough. I wonder if this piece will be long enough right here. If I do that. See, it's not matchy-matchy, but that's okay. Don't sweat the small stuff. You loved Virgin River. Really? All right, then I'm going to have to watch it because we started it. Mike's not going to probably watch it. He didn't really care for it, but that's too short. Where's my long piece? Wait a minute. Do I have, is that the only book? Oh, no. Maybe I should use this one then. Wait a minute. Crapola. I'm using the wrong side of the book. Hold on. I want to make it look right. I don't want it to be janky. All right. Maybe I'll do this. Ooh. Gosh, I'm making a mess. I need to clean off my desk again. Oh, I love Downton Abbey. That was like one of my favorites. Did you watch the second season too? I did. We watched that in Florida this year. Okay, so I got a pretty straight edge right there. I think I'm just going to load that. It's not really agreeing with me, but you know what? I'll figure it out. We'll fill in anything extra we'll just, I'm going to let that dry for a minute. Hold that on there, and I'm going to do the other side. Now this, where'd that other one go? This I could put over here because the book is going in the right. No, that's the short piece. Grrr. I need this over here. Hold on, I need this piece. Okay. I figured it out, peeps. So it is a girl show. Oh my gosh, guys. Last night, me and Mike watched a show with Josh Brolin and Kate Winslet. It's called Labor Day. We both really liked it, but by the end of it, like if you've ever seen it, like the last 3 minutes, I really thought like it was going to end sad, and it actually had kind of a happy ending. And can I tell you, I look over at Michael, he's bawling, and then he starts laughing. He's like, damn you, woman, you get me to watch these sappy ass shows, and then I'm left crying like a fool at the end of it. And we were both just laying in bed cracking up laughing because he was just like, you know, he was crying, and and I'm like, he's a total romantic. He'll act like he doesn't, but he does. He enjoyed it. And he even called me this morning. He's like, what's the name of that movie we watched last night? And I told him Labor Day. And so I'm sure he was telling his secretary all about it. Okay, so see, that's not like perfect over here. It's got some white spots where it was hard to get to the edge, but I'm not worried about that. We'll fill it in with dark wax. So don't sweat the small stuff. Everything can be fixed with some dark wax, y'all. And I did not paint the bottom. Why waste the paint? Okay, so now, let me get all this junk out of here. Okay, I need to clean off my desk again. I feel like it's closing in again. How cute he does. He was so cute. Okay, so what am I at? See, guys, I'm like trying to get all my stuff. Okay, so now we have everything covered. Look at how cute the books are. Now, I'm not even worried about that white down there because I can tuck some dark wax down there. But look at how stinking cute. We even did the top. So now, before I seal it, I'm going to take my blade. You love Labor Day? Yeah, we did too. And I'm just going to try to find out where like these little pockets are that we covered over, where the knives and the scissors and all that stuff go. Or you can even, you know what I've seen people use these for? They use them for like paintbrush holders. You can even put like, make this for your craft room and put your paintbrushes in there. Acorn TV. I don't have Apple TV. Hey, Carrie Bailey. I know, and he was just so funny. He was just like, damn it. We were just laughing. So see how now I like to do this part before I seal it, because like I said, going through those layers of sealer can be a bit tricky, because now I'm just cutting, paper. Whereas, so see how you just cut out those little holes? It's amazing. All right, so you just got to kind of find it, feel for it, because they're all different. And then just kind of pull it out with your blade and just try to get all that excess paper out. And if not, and you can't get it, just tuck it down in there. Tuck it down into the hole, and then you could just shove your brush in there with some Mod Podge, and Mod Podge will take care of it too. So it doesn't, you don't have to, be perfect. I just try to get the majority of it out. use your fingernail, whatever you got, to just, and then as you're using this, pulling in and out your I think I have it in there too, I can show you. As you're, using it, it'll just do the work for you, but just make sure you get some Mod Podge down in there to cover that paper up. Now this one's a bigger one. You can tell like where the bigger ones are. They're a little bit easier to get that paper out of there, but, and I just kind of get my blade in there and kind of pull that paper out, and then just try to shave it off. Or even just give it a little tear. And like I said, just tuck it in there. Tuck it, tuck it, tuck it. What were you disappointed? Oh, I need to, oh boy, hold on. Let me scroll back. Let me try to find the bug. Or somebody, if I can't find him, then just screenshot it to me. I know, right? Some people don't have time. That's so funny. All right, I can't see it. Oh, it must be back further because I see somebody. Oh, I got him. Bye, Harry Johnson. We don't care what you think. Was it Harry? I got him. Bug be gone. I got the raid. Practical. I love Practical Magic. I love, love, love that show. Come on, if you guys love, like, if you guys love Hocus Pocus, you've got to be all for Practical Magic. I think there's another one in here. See, sometimes it's hard to feel them. Just move your fingers around in there and you figure them out, and just kind of slide that through there. Yep. There's another one. And then I think there should be one more right there. It's a small one. Okay. I think I got them all. Do I have any down here? I don't think I had any down here. Oh no, just the scissor one. And then up here. Okay, so I think I got them all. Now, guys, we are ready. I love The Good Witch. I binge watched that one. That was a great one. Okay, so now we're ready to... Now we are ready to seal this bad boy. I'm going to seal the paper. Then we can like add our embellishments, okay, and do the dark wax. I am going to seal it first before I start dark waxing it. So I'm just going to use my Mod Podge, and I'm just going to start one side at a time. With your rice paper, just be careful. It's paper and it's fibrous, so you don't want to over seal it. You don't want to, it's ink. I just give it one coat. And then really get down on all those sides where you see those little fibers and work going with it. And you want to make sure you get all of that because that is what's going to seal all your image down. And even over everything that I printed with my printer. And see all those little hairs that we had flying up around here? See, that Mod Podge just works at keeping them right down. And this is the glossy Mod Podge. So it's going to look a little cloudy at first. Don't let that scare you. I'm actually going to do back here. And then just work in sections and just make sure you get it all covered. And that's going to keep it from lifting, from shedding, all that stuff. And I like the glossy Mod Podge. It kind of gives it like a nice high quality shine. I need my little smaller brush down here to get all around this little spot right here and down into that little groove that we did. And you don't have to worry about brush strokes or anything like that because it dries clear. Don't, you know, sweat over that too much. And then I'm just gonna do right over here. You just want to make sure that you don't have any glumps. You know, you don't want any glumpy stuff. So now I'm going to keep my front. I'm going to do that last. I did that, and I'm going to do this side. And just make sure you get everything. And see how I'm even going like against that grain because I want to get all those little fibers from where we sanded it that are kind of fluffy looking. You want to get all of that down onto your block. So if you see any like little fuzzies sticking up, just hit it with some Mod Podge and they will lay flat. And see, that was inkjet, and see, I didn't get any smearing of my ink or anything. All right, so now I'm gonna do the front. I didn't even bother doing this down here. We're just gonna dark wax that. There's really no point. And you're just gonna take that and just make sure you get your edges, but don't overwork that sealer because you don't want just, you know, oh, now see, I feel a bubble right there. Just gotta go with it. Probably from, see if I could lift that up. So if you feel a bubble on the edge, all that means is that you're going to need to get some Mod Podge underneath there. So get your blade. You don't want it to be bubbled. So just do your best at cutting that and getting underneath that graphic, because you need to make sure that that's flat. So I'm just going to take my skinny little brush and just kind of do that and lift it and then just press it back down. You tell it where you want it to go, right? And if you get a couple of bubbles because of the Mod Podge, don't sweat the small stuff, y'all. I don't. Can you see I'm not really worried about it? The Mod Podge will work. And if it gets a little wet and creates a bubble or like a little wrinkle, don't worry about it. I just want to make sure that I got sealer on there, and I do. All the sides. How amazing is that? And now I need to do the top. That's the only thing. Yeah, well, you don't have to. I mean, I've never done my wood blocks with the Mod Podge, the dishwasher safe. You can, but unless you're throwing it in the dishwasher, I just wipe it off with, like, if it gets, well, I don't get too dirty because usually it's got clean knives going back in there, you know. I'm not really, just make sure you kind of get down in there just to get that paper. Or you can use this for, you know, like your, you can use this for like, did I do this already? I did do that, didn't I? I did the back. Yeah. All right. You can use this to store your, jeez Louise. Jeez, I'm just flicking stuff everywhere. You can use this to store your paintbrushes in if you want to, you know? Okay, so we're just gonna get this all nice and dry. Yes, I do have a little couple of bubbles underneath there. I'm not worried about it though. It is what it is. So I just want this Mod Podge to dry. Look at how cool that looks, guys. And I don't want to put my heat gun up to it real close because I don't want that to bubble. You just kind of want to give it some heat so it's not tacky. but I don't want it to bubble my paper either. So you can see I have a couple of bubbles in there. I'm not worried about it. If you use, now I could have printed this out on rice paper and I would have had no bubbles, but I didn't have any plain rice paper. So I just rolled with it. Okay, so now I'm going to get my fan and I'm going to give it some cool air just to, yeah, and those actually, those little bubbles, they might soften themselves out once it gets nice and dry. But seriously, I'm not worried about it. If you tap gently on the bubbles, they'll flat. Yeah, or you could just get like your knife, and this is what I'm saying, like you can tweak some of these. Just give it like a tiny little slice. All that is air underneath there. But see, it's still a little tacky. So I don't really want to go pressing into anything just yet because it's still a little tacky, but you can go over there and fix those but we'll wait for that. I don't want to do it too much because I don't want to. There's one right on her face though, so I want to try to get that one out. It's just air, and it is easier. This is why I love using rice paper, because rice paper, you don't get bubbles, y'all. And I have like plain rice paper, and of course I need to order some more, so I don't have any. Yeah, I got some air bubbles in there, but that's okay. And sometimes it happens when you put like the wet Mod Podge over, and if you do like a little, see like this, like a little knife, and you just put like a little slice in there, or a little pin prick, just to get that air out, it does a really good job. I'll show you in a minute. I'm just kind of working it out with my fingernail. I don't want to put my finger on it because it's still a little tacky. But as long as you can release that air and those bubbles and smooth it out, you're golden. You're golden, pony boy, as my husband would say. Then you could press it out. Now it's getting less tacky, so now I can kind of work it with my finger a little bit. Or you can go over it when it's done. I'm kind of being picky. I know, I'm telling you not to be picky, and here I am being picky. It still has bubbles. I'm just trying to get those bigger ones out. It doesn't. Kind of adds to the spook factor, you know? There, but I did get that one out on her face, that's the one I didn't like, so. And over here on the sides, you don't want any air bubbles. Now see, I feel like an air bubble there. And the sides, you know, I'm just trying to get that out, because you want those sides to lay pretty flat. But I think it's from, like, you know, doing all the sanding against it. It kind of lifts it up, and then you get some. Maybe if you make these, maybe I should try this next time I do one. Maybe put your main graphic on last, you know, so then that's not getting, because I know what happens when we were sanding this paper off, then it lifts this main image. So definitely, I think next time I'm going to try that. I get so excited to see the main image on here that, but I think for you guys, if you try this, definitely put the main graphic on last, because I think, see, I helped it a little bit. It's not as bad. You still got some on there, but don't sweat it. But see how they're like rice paper? There is none. That's, I got to get some plain rice paper, because it's just so much easier. Thank you, Kim Henry. You're being my Brittany for me. I just went to Google. Yeah, I just went to Google, and then there's the Hocus Pocus size. It's still super tacky, guys. So now, I mean, it's tacky, but I can still pick it up and put my hands across it. And now, all I'm going to do is take my favorite, you know, my Bear Wax. I'm going to take the clear and the dark antique. Yep, that's white. We don't need that. I'm going to do the clear and dark antique. Yeah, I've seen people use it. I've seen people use these for paintbrush holders. Am I done with my Mod Podge? I don't know yet, but I'll grab a new brush if I'm not. So I'm just going to take my Bear Wax. I get this at the Home Depot. Amazing stuff. Oh yeah, that's all garbage. And I'm going to grab an old, I'm going to grab my wax brush from Paint Pixie, but that's got white wax on it, so I can't use that. I'm just going to grab, I need a brush. I need a wax brush. Oh, my wax brushes are gross looking. They're all hard and yucky. That one's not too bad. Okay, so I'm just going to dip into my clear. And I'm just going to dip into my dark and just go back into my clear and just, you know, smooth it all up. Now what I'm going to do is, now I'm going to wax it. So I don't really want to wax the whole thing. All I kind of want to do is down the edges where we have a lot of that white showing, like over there. Just to kind of blend it all in. And then of course I'm going to do my little graphic over here. Okay. And then I'm going to do those little, like all the seams. Okay. Like everywhere where we seamed it with the sanding block. So see how I'm just going right down there. I don't want to go over the faces or anything like that. Just on those seams to fill in all those white spots that I kept saying, don't worry about that. Now you can go over the entire thing if you want. Like maybe this side I will, just to kind of darken it up some. But you can put it on there. And then I'm just going to go around here. I'm not going to go around the knife holders. I'm just going right around. Just kind of going right around there. And wherever. Now this is for scissors, so I'm okay with putting some wax down there, and nobody's putting a knife down in there. Okay. And then you just get some paper towels or whatever you got. You want me to make you a birthday gift? All right, I will. And then you just kind of like, you know, if you don't want it, if you want it to be darker, you can keep going over it. Just kind of buff it out. Now see, that's still a little bright for me. So I think I'm just going to keep hitting it with some wax until I get it the way I want it to look. And yes, you can go over wax. You can go over Mod Podge with wax. You can go over wax with Mod Podge. You can Mod Podge this whole thing. Where's my brush? Now, if you want it to be darker, my suggestion would be grab a little brush, go in with some dark wax, like on a little brush, and just tap it there. If you wanted all that covered up, which I do. So I'm just going to leave that there. And then in a couple hours, when that wax dries, it'll be like a little tacky. Then you can go over and give it another coat of Mod Podge. And you can Mod Podge right over that wax, and it will like hold all of that in there. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't want to buff it out, just see, I want that kind of looking yucky and dirty right there. I don't want to see any of that white. So I'm just going to take some of that and run it down there. And then that wax will dry, but it'll stay like that. And then you can go over it and Mod Podge it. Now down here too, I'm going to wax this. Now I'm going to buff this out because it's the bottom. Doesn't really matter. So see, I feel a little lip there. So again, take your Mod Podge and get that up underneath there. Press that down. You want that to be flat. But take your wax and then you want to buff that out. But you can take just your little brush if you want that dark on the edge. What am I sitting on? My brush. Yeah, I did one for St. Patrick, or not St. Patrick's Day. I do have one for St. Patrick's Day. But for like 4th of July. So see how I'm just dabbing that dark wax along those edges because I don't want to see any of that bright white, and then just give it another coat of Mod Podge later on. And you're good to go. Just let that wax dry. You don't want it to be, if you wipe it off right now, it's gonna, do you know what I'm saying? It'll like buff out. So I just let it sit there. And like for my little graphics over here, this Hocus Pocus, what I want to do is I kind of want to almost take like this big fluffy brush, and you can just kind of like pounce all around it to make it darker. And then you could take like a cleaner brush and just kind of do the same thing if you want it to be kind of rough and tumbly looking. I don't want it to be like wiped away. You're just patting it until you get that color you're looking for. So see how I'm just kind of moving all that wax around? And then once I get it where I like it, let it sit there and then just go back over it with some more Mod Podge. So see how I like that kind of dark and dreary looking? I like that better. Same thing. See how nice and bright and white that is? I don't want that. I kind of want it to look like that. And then you can even take like a paper towel and just blot it to give it texture. Guys, I love this. This is so stinking cool. Now you could even go over this with some dark wax if you wanted to, but it's gonna change the color of their skin. So try it light first. You know, if you don't want to do the whole thing, you don't have to, but just be careful with that. Same thing with this one. I want this to be like a little bit darker. Well, see, that's got a lot of wax on there. I probably put too much, but you can just take your paper towel and blot it. And then just take your clean brush and just move it around. Clean off your brush and just move it until you get it how you want it. Dab, dab, dab it. See? And see how that just darkened that up? Try not to touch it. Ooh, look at how pretty. Okay, I think that's done. You'd use it all year long, Claudia. I know, right? It's kind of cool. So see how it's got that cool look to it, and then just let that dry, that wax, and when you paint over it again with Mod Podge, you know, you can even just get rid of these little white marks. Just do whatever you want to do. If you want it to look brighter and whiter, I kind of want it nasty and dingy. But now the last thing is what I was thinking about doing is I was thinking about taking these little skulls right here. And what do you guys think? Does it even need it? I don't know that it even needs anything else. I was going to put like one up here, but guys, I don't know. Maybe just an old, I don't think so. I was going to put one up here, but I think I don't think it's necessary. I think it's going to take away from it, so I'm going to say no. But I think I want a piece, I think I do want a piece of bling. Come on, gotta have some bling, right? I don't know what kind of bling. I don't know what I have in here. Let's see what we got. Names, throw me out some stuff. Needs some bronze sparkle. Yeah, it needs something. Now see, even with the wax, I was thinking you could do like stickles around here, but actually the wax made it look really stinking cool. So I don't even think we need to do that. I feel like it needs something up here. Just, I don't know. Let me see what I got in my stash. So do I have some Halloween bling? Throw me some ideas, guys. Throw me some Halloween bling. What kind of Halloween bling? Now see, that's kind of like an amulet. That'd be kind of cool. Let's see. What else do I have? I don't know. I've got some metal pieces. I thought I had some cool stuff, like even something like this. Something like that with a piece of bling in there. Like that's kind of old world looking, you know, with maybe like a totally dazzled gem right in the center. A blinged cat or bat. Oh, I don't have a bat. I've got this cool kind of looking thing. It's got a gem in there. It's kind of like, I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't know. Is that kind of spooky looking? Put girlfriend's initial on black square to personalize. I don't have a bat mold. But see, like that would be kind of cool. I kind of like that. It kind of, I have some of those molds. Hold on, let me show you. I have like the skeletons. And then I have like that bug. Do you guys remember we made all these, like those weird looking bugs? But I don't think it looks right. I think it looks weird. I have a fleur-de-lis, but that doesn't look, I kind of like that silver amulet. A nub. I don't know if I have, where's all my Halloween stuff, y'all? Yeah, I kind of like the bronze piece too. Like I could put that up there with like, just a round piece of totally dazzled bling in the center. Plastic with a gem inside. I think, hold on y'all, let me think about this for a minute. I think I have some Halloween stuff behind me in my closet, but jeez, I'd have to go dig. I didn't plan, see, sometimes I don't know where the heck my projects are going, and I took my stinking things downstairs. Glitter and moon above their heads. Yeah, I'm trying to work with what I have. I don't have anything like that though, unfortunately. Can you believe, I probably do somewhere. Crystal blue, a spider. I don't have any spider. I'm hoping the Totally Dazzle comes out with some Halloween bling. That would be cool. I mean, I could get some. Hobby Lobby always has some. Let's just try this at first. See, I could take like this little bronze blingy piece and stuff that in the middle, like right here, and then put this, like kind of like up here, and put that bling piece in the center. That's kind of cool. And I'm not gonna let a cauldron pot. These are new jeans, Linda. They came from that place that I just did a video on this morning. I kind of like this though, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what it is. She's definitely a silver person. Allison, you're saying this one? The pieces you had at first, an eye. Piece you had first, an eye. For some of it, you can paint bronze until it doesn't wipe it off. It looks bronze. I'm kind of liking this because it kind of looks kind of creepy. And I don't know if she likes spiders and stuff like that. Do you know what I'm saying? And I know she likes silver. Even though this has some more gold tones to it, I could put some wax on there. Look, it's sticking. See what I'm saying? It's kind of got the gem. It's kind of got like a spooky look to it. I kind of like it better than this. I think this is almost too fancy. Even though, see, I'm digging the other one. Yeah, I can paint this some bronze. Let's get it on there first. I'm going to use some E6000 and some hot glue. Oh, I hate E6000. I say this every time I break open this thing. Like, if you ever, that looks like the book. Yeah, it just kind of looks kind of cool, doesn't it? I like it. I'm trying to peel all this junk away from the top. That's why it gets all jumped up. And it doesn't want to squeeze out because I always lose my lids up here too. I'm so unorganized. I don't need a lot, y'all. Just give me some out of here. There we go. I'm going to use a little bit of E6000 just to, you know, because that's what we do here. If we can get it out. Oh my God. I hate E6000. Crystal ballish. Yeah, exactly. I like it better than the bronze piece. I think it's more, oh my word. I think it's more Halloween-y. Is that a word? Halloween-y? I'm like seriously using all my muscles here to get this stuff out. It gets so dry. I wish they would come up with a better system. Don't you all that use E6000 want it to just be a little bit better? There we go. Oh my God, I don't need a lot there, Lord. Just give me a little bit. There we go. Yeah, it kind of looks like an amulet. And I'm going to put some hot glue on there. And then I want to get it to stick right in the center there. Who can tell me their names? Does anybody know their names off the top of your head? Can anybody tell me their names? It's Halloween. Halloween is a curse. It is? Halloween. Now see, if you wanted to, we can make this. My hands are so gross. We can make this. I can take some dark wax, just a little bit, and just go over it. Hi, Trudy. It's so aggravating. I'm getting your comments so late. I'm still waiting for you guys' names. So you could take a little bit of dark wax and just put it over here, and it's just going to tone down that silver a little bit, but I'm not going to touch the gem in the center. I'm just going to go around that. So see, it just kind of tones it down a little bit. I'm digging it, y'all. I like it. Suzanne said, no, I'm talking about what the names in the movie. What do they call themselves in the movie? Sarah, Mary, and Winifred. There's Denise. Yes. Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail. Can't remember the names. Not Claudia. Winifred. Winifred. I think Sarah, Mary, and Winifred. Denise had it right. All right, guys. That was fun. Now I got to go get ready for my live in my private group. And I got to get Carly tonight. Hopefully she didn't complain. There was some issues. That's why it took me so long to get on here. My husband was calling me all kinds of nonsense. She couldn't get the Jeep back in storage. The key wasn't working or something like that. Use a mail. Where did you get the, oh. Winifred, Mary, and Sarah. Great movie. All right, so guys, this is still a little tacky because I just put that wax on there. So I'm gonna let this like seriously sit because I want that wax to dry on all these like edges that I didn't want them white. And then when they do, I'm gonna come over and give it one more coat of Mod Podge. And I may even add like little blings up here if I can find them. But for the front, I am so happy with that piece. I think it's just kind of cool. It's just kind of witchy. Yeah, I want this to dry really, really good before I go and give it. And I actually am probably going to give it a coat of Triple Thick and Duraclear. But look at that. Hey, Phyllis. So there's that. It says Hocus Pocus Apothecary. Then on the back we have the beloved books that she loves. And then over on this side it says I Smell Children. And then on the front it's got the three sisters. And then we did the little amulet. It kind of looks like an amulet. I kind of like it. It kind of looks like something you'd find on a spooky book. So anyway, I hope you guys had fun. Did you like it? And holy cannoli. If I don't post this on the page right away, there is a reason for that. I don't know if she watches my videos, but I'm not going to do a post until after her birthday is gone, in a couple more weeks, and then I will do a post showing this, because I just don't want it to, I don't know, maybe she's watching right now, I don't know. If she does, she knows who she is. I'm sure she knows it's for her. So I just love making gifts for people. Anyway, I am off. Yeah, you can't see the bubbles anymore. That's what I'm saying. I think when you first get that paper wet, you can tell. Now I'll be able to tell where I'm going to need more, but I think when I'm going to let this dry, then I'll throw some triple thick on it. Yeah, I think it's great too. So you guys just have fun with it and go, you know, I think like if Sam were to ever get like his first apartment, you know, he's going to get one of these and he's going to get it in Rocky, like a Rocky Balboa with American flag and Sylvester Stallone. He loves that movie. If you have kids that love all those young movies, The Goonies, gosh, you could do so many. Guys, send me some suggestions. I've got like 10 more knife blocks. We could do like really cool ones. So anyway, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'm going to go live in my private group next after I figure out what I'm going to make. Yeah, right? Would that be so cute? So guys, just get creative. And when you go to the Goodwill, check out those knife blocks. Grab them. I don't do the small ones. I like the big ones. So, all right, guys, have a great evening. Stay safe and be sparkly. I'll see you guys. I think I'll be on tomorrow. I'll let you know in the morning post tomorrow. But you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Love you guys. Bye.